It's Friday, and the effects of Johan's Starship Troopers Zim moment are already starting to be felt within the Helldivers community. And by the way, if you don't know what I'm referring to, report immediately to your local democracy officer for summary execution. Welcome to the channel, it's LtBuzzLitebeer, and we've got an insane new Hellbomber to take a look at. A call to arms, asking Helldivers for even more ideas, some Virelia 5 shenanigans, a new call for an old idea, and then some info concerning the major order you may not know about, so stay tuned for that one. Thank you so much for your awesome and continued support. In case you haven't done so already, make sure to hit subscribe. It's free, and the YouTube algo loves it. Also, ring that notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts. And we've got an awesome democracy-spreading sponsor for today's video. It's time to break up with your boring old browser and switch to Opera GX, the fast and secure browser with its integrated AI tools, and it's completely free. You get a free VPN, ad blocker, and tracker blocker all enabled with a few simple clicks. It is super convenient having all my important sites like social media and music all accessible from the customizable sidebar where you can choose from a selection of many different apps and websites like your favorites, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter. The other feature I love is the generative AI service, Aria. This is superb if you want a summary of the page you're on in just a couple of clicks, or if you want to ask it a very important question. Ooh. I came over from Chrome, and the switch was quick and easy, as it brings over your bookmarks and passwords and takes just a few seconds. Now, if you're like me and have a million open tabs, Opera GX allows you to completely customize your PC usage with options like a network limiter, along with a RAM and CPU limiter, so your gaming performance never suffers. There's even a GX corner with helpful game release calendars and a customizable home screen mod option with only the finest motivational tracks. So what are you waiting for? Enhance your browsing experience today with Opera GX using my link down in the video description. Alright, as soon as you log in today, you're going to be met with this new dispatch that reads, "Fresh intel warns of an increased level of automaton resistance, likely a last-ditch effort to forestall their inevitable defeat. Press even harder." And remember that last statement, because I'm going to jump back to it in just a moment with some more info. But for now, we need to check in on the current Virelia 5 mech major order, and with about 4-ish days remaining, we are currently at about 32 to 34% liberated. So, that's a mighty initial push, and great job out there, divers. Now keep it up. Also, remember that in a previous patch, the devs reworked how Liberation XP is now calculated, because it's now based off of difficulty and objectives completed, which equals this overall XP factor. TLDR here is that you want to knock out the highest difficulty you can manage and complete as many of the side objectives to increase your overall haul of mission XP, which will then earn us better campaign progress. Also, today's daily or personal order for 15 medals is to net 10 kills with the EAT, Expendable Anti-Tank Rocket, and these things are hella good, meaning getting those 10 kills should not take you long at all. Alright, back to that new Helldivers dispatch, and again, none of this is in the game, so you probably wouldn't know about it, but here's what's actually going on. Now, we've talked about planet and mission type buffs here on the channel in past videos, where based on whatever Game Master Joel feels like doing, he can either amplify or reduce our Helldiver progress. Now, normally, for a standard lib mission, we would see a -1% progress percentage, because if you think about it, we're actually trying to push out an occupying force of enemies that already have fortified positions, so, the sledding is going to take more time. The reverse is true when we are on defense missions. Our diver progress multipliers are increased because, we have the home field advantage. Thanks to the Helldivers Companion app over at HelldiversCompanion.com, we can see what has happened on Virelia 5, the current focus of our mech major order. And remember, again, none of this is in the game, so many players are just going in blind. Now, with this new automaton push, our progress percentage for the liberation of Virelia 5 has now been slowed down even more. Normal liberation percentages range from -1 to -2.5%. I mean, that's pretty standard. Now, take a look at Varelia 5. With this new dispatch, the lib percentage has been cranked down even more to minus 5%. This means we're going to have to work twice as hard to finally get Varelia 5 up to a liberated state where it will more than likely then fall directly into a defense campaign. Why the sudden jump in percentages? Hey man, that's a good question, and I'm just theorizing here, but this was probably done in response to our divers taking the early lead in the opening hours of that liberation campaign, as the studio doesn't want us taking the planet too quickly. Check in the video description for a link to the Helldiver companion app, and keep an eye on those liberation rates, because this one could turn into a much closer race than we first anticipated. How many Helldivers want to see this monster flying overhead while in a mission? Well, it looks like this may be a thing, actually confirmed by Johan when responding to a Twitter post where he originally asked the community for our best Eagle stratagem ideas. Johan doesn't actually call it this, but I think Hellbomber would be apt. And just look at this thing. And if you've been spotting something that looks like this bomber concept kind of crash landed and destroyed while you've been in a mission, well, you'd be right. I've seen ideas submitted like a bigger strafing run with the sound of the A-10 Warthog audio playing as it hits targets with that GAU-8 Gatling gun. There's also things like a disrupt beacon, much like the bots have, a surface-to-air recovery system, although to me that sounds like a mission type, not a stratagem. A Helldiver actually riding a missile down to the planet, guiding it all the way. Of course, we know what happens when it hits the planet, unless you're General Brash and he just jumps off and continues on into the mission. I also saw an ask for a 1,000 kg bomb and a whole lot more. It's great to see this level of interest from the community, and the creativeness on display from some of these responses are sick. Twinbeard has been a busy little bee fielding questions over on the official Helldiver Discord, many relating to the balance patch, as in, hey man, when will we see it? This question asks, when will we see the patch with rebalance of weapons and strat, to which Twinbeard simply replied, there will be some balancing and some new stuff in the next patch. Can't go into detail though, as it would mean my beer head. So, we continue to wait on this one, and I'm eagerly looking forward to seeing whatever they've cooked up. I've also been following the change logs over on SteamDB, and every day I'm seeing different dev depots being updated with multiple changes. We've seen that the spear lock-on, patrol rate spawns, and general weapon balancing have all been confirmed as being in this next kind of game-altering patch. With the end of the month right around the corner and Arrowhead liking to push out their mega patches on Tuesdays, we're more than likely looking at next Tuesday, May 28th, for the launch of this one. At least that's what I'm thinking. Fingers crossed. A quick show of hands, how many of you would actually want one of these to use in the game? I consistently see posts asking for a minigun in game, almost like if we could take the right arm off the mech and just walk around with that as a weapon. I mean, this thing looks sick, and I think there are so many of us that want to be able to live out our predator in the jungle moment, but how it would work, I honestly don't know. I mean, would it need an ammo backpack and belt feed? I would think so, right? Because the rate of fire on this beast is just off the charts. How about a team reload feature where you would literally walk around and just fry anything that got within range, never needing to stop firing? There's also a ton of possibilities with this and a ton more strat concepts, but for now, let me know in the comment section below. Is this something you would rock planetside, or do you have any other ideas you would love the team at Arrowhead to put into the game as Eagle 1 strikes or even as weapon strats? Sound off in the comment section below. Alright, let's call it here for today, and I think we're about to turn the corner and get Helldivers back up to full strength, especially with its new CCO so actively engaged and caring about what the players want to see. Remember to hit subscribe and to ring that notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts. All my socials, including an open invite link to my fast-growing Helldivers Discord community, can be found down in the video description. Shout out to the nearly 230,000 of you incredible ladies and gentlemen that have taken the plunge and already hit that sub button. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer, signing off.